Less than 2 miles separate these schools, but they have not played each other in 2 years. North Side basketball at its finest tonight as we tip off the 2019 Battle of the Bridge Thanksgiving Tournament. Thank you for joining us on this lovely Monday evening in Chicago as Lane Tech and Lakeview both kick off their 2019-2020 campaigns. My name is Alex Burstein, and I'll be bringing you all of the action from tonight's game. For the final time this regular season, Lane Tech basketball is on the air. Two teams separated by just over 5 miles, but we have not seen these two programs face off in a long, long time. Lane Tech and Steinmetz set to tip off in just under 10 minutes in the final game of the 2019-2020 regular season. Thank you for joining us here at Lane Gymnasium for some late February high school basketball. Lane Tech playoff basketball is on the air. Lane Tech coming off a hot upset of Oak Park River Forest. But in their way of a regional final championship is one of the state's top teams, the Simeon Wolverines, winners of 11 straight, set to take on the Indians in just under 10 minutes for a spot in the sectional semifinals. Thank you for joining us here at Lane Tech for tonight's Lane Tech for a regional final between the Lane Tech Indians and the Simeon Wolverines. Welcome to the Lane Tech Boys Basketball Coaches Corner. I'm joined by head coach Nick Legalbo. Coach, thanks for coming on.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So Lane's coming off an 18-win season, regional final appearance, but obviously a new-look team this year. So how has the playbook and the team in general changed this season? So I'm here with Michael Malloy, former Lane Tech basketball player who graduated last year. So Michael, you graduated from the program. Are you still playing basketball anymore? Intramurals or anything? He's ball to court. Walton in the corner to number 3, Brown. Brown for 3. He splashes it. A three-pointer from number 3, Ryan Brown, the senior captain. 5 minutes to go in the first half. They give it to Harris on the left side. Harris driving, going up for the layup. Reverse layup. He gets it. A nice hop step for a shot. Harris gets a screen from Stemper that will be wide open. Now get it to Askew. Askew, dead center 3, no good. Gets the bounce and they'll get it. Wow, Trent Askew gets the lucky bounce. And it's now 23-15. Gibson now driving right-hand side from the elbow. Goes up for the layup, miss it. That'll be rebounded by Brown. We're going to have 2 subs in the game soon for Lane Tech as Chris McQueen tries a dunk of his own and gets it. Chris McQueen, just like his brother, gets one down and in. Versus it to O'Connor. O'Connor into left-hand corner to Vrilla. Vrilla back to Askew. Askew gives it to Cloud. Cloud in the corner to O'Connor. O'Connor inside to Jones. Jones goes up and gets it. Cleveland Jones gets his first 2 of the night, and everyone's scoring for Lane. Finds an open Stemper. Stemper driving now. Finds Prona. Prona goes up for 3. Bang! Three-pointer from Louis Prona. Clock is going. Classic next Friday as there's a steal by Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen dunks it! A dunk by Aaron McQueen, his second of the season. Wow! Brown gets it off to Aaron McQueen. McQueen goes up for the layup and one! Aaron McQueen grabs the foul. Cross up his defender. We'll give it over to Aaron McQueen. McQueen to Perona. Perona trying to find someone down low. He finds Harris. Harris can't go anywhere. Finds Brown outside again. Brown for 3. Bang! 3 more points for Justin Brown. He now has 6 on the day as Lane Tech jumps out to an early 10-2 lead. Stemper reverses it to Brown. Brown over to Harris. Harris inside to Aaron McQueen. McQueen outside to Harris. Harris launches the 3. He's going to make that one. Gets the bounce off of the front rim. And the first points of the half are going to go to Lane Tech. New Trier. They give it to Stemper. Stemper to Perona. Perona hands it off to Stemper. Stemper drives in, gives to Aaron McQueen. McQueen goes up, and a nice layup from the 6'6" junior. Good matchup there. Gives over to Harris. Harris being guarded by Burnside. Gets around Burnside off the screen. Crosses over his defender. He's going to get the layup to go. And Rashad Harris, coming off of a career-high performance of 22 points on Wednesday, has 2 already tonight. Back here at the Eagles Nest, here at the Taft Varsity Campus. A fun one on our hands so far, and we're going to have 24 minutes of fun basketball to go. Lane Tech still in their huddle. Taft onto the court, and Taft's going to break, I believe, with their same starting 5. We have to wait a second to confirm that. It's going to be Perona, Stemper, Harris, Chris McQueen, and missing one guy. We have a poor view of one side of the court, and Brown. So we do have our same starting 5 for Lane Tech and Taft Eagles. So Perona's going to give it to Brown, and we're underway here in the second quarter. Brown crossing half court, being guarded by Vlahos near center court. Gives it to Stemper. Stemper on the right-hand side gives to Brown. Brown left-hand side now for Harris. Harris pulls up from 10 feet. No good. That'll be rebounded by Locke. Locke loses the ball, though, and Chris McQueen's going to get it. Trying to throw it out. Instead, going to drive him to the baseline himself. Goes up for 2 and gets it. Chris McQueen with the first points of the night for him. And it's now a 13-5, 8-point lead for the Lane Tech Indians. Bandy over to Vlahos. Same press as the first quarter. This time they get the pass, though, to Lesh to work for Taft. Vlahos gives over to Lesh now near dead center. Lesh just holding it now. Gives it to Garcia. Garcia being guarded by Brown. Trying to hand it off someone. Gives out to Bandy. It's 13-5. Lane Tech leading with 7:15 to go in the first half. Vlahos trying to cross up Perona. He cannot get past him and force it to give it out to Lesh. Lesh on Brown. Lesh with the basketball. Driving on the right-hand side. Will throw it out to Bandy. Bandy for 3. No good. Oh, just rattles out. That'll be rebounded by Perona. Ball's going to go off of Perona, though, as he fell on the ground with it. Was not happy with that call, but he's going to have to stick with it. And Lane Tech is going to lose the basketball, Taft basketball, under their scoring basket with 7 minutes exactly to go in the first half. Garcia inbounding it, gives it out to Locke. Locke over to Lesh. Lesh being guarded by Harris. Locke tries to spin it around to get open. He'll give it to Locke instead. Locke almost airballs it. Misses layup by a lot, and now be rebounded by Stemper. Stemper gives it to a running Harris. Harris for 2. He'll miss that. Rebounded by Lesh. Lesh somehow gets it. He was on the other side of the court. I think someone tipped it to him. And he'll give it out to Vlahos, who's going to do point guard duties now. Vlahos on Brown on Vlahos, the 2 point guards, as Vlahos throws it off to Lesh on the left-hand side. Lesh doing another spin move, gives it out to Garcia. Garcia right hand, driving the baseline, gives it out to Locke. Locke for 2, he'll get it. 2 points for number 15, David Locke, his first of the night, just the second scorer of the night for Taft, as Garcia had all 5 of the points going in, but now it's just a 6-point lead for Lane Tech. They lead 13-7 with 6:10 to go in the first half. Stemper with the basketball, driving down the left-hand side, gives it down low, Chris McQueen. They're going to call a travel on Chris McQueen. He just got moving a little bit too quickly, as Aaron Varilla and Sean Malloy going to check into the game for the first time tonight. Malloy, the sophomore sensation for Lane Tech. He'll be a 3-year varsity player, something we did not see a lot. And Aaron Varilla, sharp shooting senior. He's now into the game for Lane Tech. Taft with the basketball, doing that same 3 guys in the back court, and then Lesh runs down the left-hand side every single time. They get to Vlahos this time instead of Lesh, and Vlahos is going to easily take it past half court now, being guarded by Malloy. They give it to Stigall now into the game for Taft. Dexter Stigall, 2-sport athlete, both football and basketball, as a 3 by Garcia is no good. Rebounded by Chris McQueen. Chris McQueen gives it to Malloy, and Malloy's going to slow things down. As we were saying, Stigall both plays football and basketball, and football is probably his better sport. He's going to be playing actually at Minnesota State next year as a D1 football player, as Harris drives the right-hand side, goes up and just misses it. That'll be rebounded by no one, goes off of Bandy, and it's going to stay here with Lane Tech. 13-7 your score with 5:20 to go in the first half. Lane Tech leading by 6 early on this one. Perona with the basketball under the court, under the baseline. He's going to try to get to Harry's. Ball kind of on the ground, out of our view. They'll give it to Chris McQueen, who goes up and gets the 2. Chris McQueen with 4 on the night. His career high is 8, I believe, and Lane Tech now lead back up to 8. Speaking of the number 8, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Bandy trying to get across half court, give it to Garcia. Garcia to a running Vlahos. Vlahos back to Garcia on the left-hand side. Driving the baseline, gives it out to Stigall. Stigall spin move, goes up for 2. He'll just miss it. That'll be rebounded by Perona. Some miscommunication there by Chris McQueen and Perona, but they finally throw it down to Varilla, who goes up for the layup. He'll miss it. Chris McQueen goes up to get the layup. He'll get blocked. Trying to get his own rebound. He can't, but Malloy gets it. Malloy out to Perona. Perona to Harris. Harris fakes the 3. Going to drive on the left-hand side now, and a foul is going to be called. So an exciting series of events there, but it's going to end up Lane Tech basketball after the foul. Foul was called on number 1, Alexi Vlahos, his first of the game, the team's 3rd. And Lane Tech's going to get the basketball under their scoring basket. Perona going to inbound it. Perona's coming out as Trenton Askew and Eric Stemper come into the game for Chris McQueen, who played a very solid first couple of minutes in this game, as well as Louis Perona. Inbounding it is Lesh. Lesh gives it out. Inbounding it is Stemper. Stemper gives it out to Malloy. Wrong team there. Malloy just holding it. Gives it to Askew. Askew drives the baseline, trying to get some action early on. He cannot, and Stigall's going to get the rebound. on the other side of the court. Lesh just bring it up slowly here for Taft. Lesh over to Stigall. Stigall in the paint, going to go up for two. He'll miss that, though. Foul is going to be called, I believe, on Lane. They're going to call it on number 12, Eric Stemper, his first of the game. Team's a third, so both teams at 3 fouls now with 4:20 to go in the first half. And the ball is going to go into the hands for Stigall for 2 free throws here at Taft. Stigall wipes his hands on short before getting the basketball. He's going to take a couple of dribbles, bend his knees, go up, and miss the first one right off the front of the rim. He'll have one more chance at it. So Stigall yet to score this game. Only 2 scorers so far for Taft, that being David Locke and Chino Garcia, who has 5 for the Eagles. Stigall goes up again and misses that one as well. So poor free throw shooting early on here from the Eagles as Stemper gets it on the right-hand side and is going to give it to Malloy cross half court. Malloy back to Stemper. Stemper trying to find someone, gives out to Malloy. Malloy for 3, no good. That'll be rebounded by Lesh. Lesh now pushing the pace, going down dead center, ditches off to Chino. Chino for 3, Chino for 2, and Garcia will get the basket, putting him up to 7 on the night as Chino Garcia is by far the leading scorer for Taft. 15-9, the Indians lead this one over Taft with 3:50 to go in the first half. Malloy gives it back to Harries on the right-hand side, out to Varilla, but Varilla can't keep a hold on it. And now be taken by Vlahos. Vlahos to Garcia. Garcia layup from the left-hand side. First to the right-hand side. This is the time. It's the left-hand side. And Garcia gets 2. He's up to 9 on the day, and it's just a 4-point lead for Lane Tech, 15-11, with 3:30 to go in the first half. Malloy gives it back to Stemper on the right-hand side, slowing things down. They give it to Malloy. Malloy back to Stemper. To Varilla, right-hand corner 3. He'll fake it. Instead, go for about a 15-footer, and he'll get fouled while shooting the 2. So Varilla going to go to the line to shoot 2. Nice move there by Aaron Varilla. I think he got all of us with a very dirty fake on the Lesh. Thought he was going for the 3, but instead he is going to get fouled while shooting the 2. Looks like Justin Brown's going to go in a second for this one. Varilla taking a deep breath at the line, going to spin the basketball, bend his knees, go up, and miss that one off the front of the rim. So not a lot of good free throw shooting from either one of these teams early on in this one. Stemper checking out of the game for Brown, and Harris also checking out of the game. I didn't see who the second guy who went in is, but we're going to go with a 2-point guard lineup here for Lane Tech with both Malloy and Brown right now in the back court. As Varilla misses his second free throw, rebounded by Bandy. It's been a struggle for Lane Tech all year, and it's continuing this game. Free throws as Lesh crosses half court, gives to Garcia on the left-hand side. Garcia not wanting to shoot it, just throwing it down low to Stigall, who gets the layup to go. An easy 2 points there for Dexter Stigall, his first of the game, and it's just a 2-point lead for Lane Tech, 15-13 with 2:54 to go in the first half. Malloy over to Brown. Brown trying to find something to do, gives it over to Varilla on the right-hand side. They give it over to Perona in the corner. Malloy in the paint, goes up for the crazy layup. He'll miss that, and it'll go out of bounds, though. So basketball is going to go to Lane Tech, and Coach Legalbo is going to call timeout for Lane. Lane Tech falls on a heartbreaker to the Westinghouse Warriors. Final score from Lane Tech Gymnasia. Westinghouse Warriors 47, Lane Tech Indians 45. Thanks for joining us. Tech not happy as they walk back to the court, but that is just about going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. We're going to be back on the air Friday evening, 5 or 6:30. Not sure what time the game's at, but Lane back at home against Downers Grove South. We will have brackets out by then too, so we'll do an expanded pregame show to go over those brackets, but that's going to just about do it here from the Eagles Nest here at the Taft Varsity Campus. The final score, Taft Eagles 53, your Lane Tech Indians 47. Thanks for joining us. Good night. We wish all the teams the rest of the weekend the best of luck here at the Chicago Elite Classic. Final score here from Wintrust Arena. Lane Tech defeats New Trier Trevians. Indians 57, Trevians 47. Thanks for joining us.